All right. So today I wanted to talk to you about something. To me, it's the most powerful principle. It is the most powerful principle that will change your life. It will change your life. Now, if you don't know, I am a 40 years teacher and student of A Course in Miracles. A Course in Miracles is not a religion. It's a spiritual, psychological training. And we're going to talk about the second principle. There are 365 lessons in A Course in Miracles. There's a text, there's lessons, and there's something called the manual for teachers. But if you do the lessons, and you might have started this year, it starts at 1. And today is 2. The second lesson of A Course in Miracles is so simple, and it will change your life. It will change your life. And that's what we're going to read today. So I've been doing the Course in Miracles for 40 years. I've been teaching it, and the principles of A Course in Miracles can change your life. It is not a religion. It is not a religion. It's not a religion. It's a spiritual, psychological mind training. And the second lesson in A Course in Miracles, I'm going to read you the first lesson and the second lesson. The first lesson was yesterday. And then I'm going to continue reading because it's very, very important. So I have it out right here. It's super easy. Lesson number 1 of A Course in Miracles. Okay, well, let me just say this. I want to read the introduction to A Course in Miracles before we start to do this, because it's going to give you, if you don't know A Course in Miracles, it'll give you some context about A Course in Miracles and what it is and what it's attempting to help you to do. So, let me read it really quickly. You ready? Ready? This is the introduction of A Course in Miracles. This is my Course in Miracles. I've had it for many, many, many years. Here we go. It says, this is A Course in Miracles. It is a required course. Only the time that you take it is voluntary. Free will does not mean that you can establish the curriculum. It means only that you can elect what you want to take at a given time. Now, this is really important. This course does not aim at teaching the meaning of love, for that is beyond what can be taught. It does aim, however, at removing the blocks to the awareness of love's presence, which is your natural inheritance. Let me say it again. It does aim, however, at removing the blocks to the awareness of love's presence, which is your natural inheritance. The opposite of love is fear, but what is all-encompassing has no opposite. This course can therefore be summed up very simply in this way. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. Take a deep breath. I'm not going to go over the whole thing, but this whole idea here of what the Course in Miracles is teaching us is that it's helping us to remove the perceived blocks to the presence of love. And let me say this, the presence of unconditional love, It aims to help you to remove those blocks to the presence of unconditional love. That's what it's doing, right? So let's go back to the lessons. So here's the lessons. Wait, where's my paper? Here we go. The first lesson. We're going to focus on the second lesson, but I have to read the first lesson. The first lesson says, nothing I see in this room, on the street, from this window, in this place, means anything. Nothing that I see in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place, means anything. Take a deep breath. This pencil doesn't mean anything. This Nicorette gum doesn't mean anything. This Diet Pepsi doesn't mean anything. Nothing I see in this room means anything. Think about that for a moment. Look around wherever you are. The fact is, because it's the second lesson is what we're going to talk about today, is that if you were to look at this nail polish, you would say it means something. It means something, right? But it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. So let's move on to, this is what I wanted to talk about today. The second lesson. The second lesson is, I have given everything I see in this room, on the street, in the window, in this place, all the meaning it has for me. I have given everything I see the meaning it has for me. This nail polish has a story. The story that I give it is the story I give it. The story you give it is something else. Earlier today on the broadcast, there was someone giving a story, a meaning to how I spoke. They gave a whole meaning to how I spoke, and that's their meaning, right? So you're giving a meaning to everything. And if you listen to me more than a couple times, I come back to this over and over and over. Because the meanings that you're giving to things are either your gateway to heaven or your gateway to hell. What you give, good morning, Christy, what you give meaning, what the story that you're making around the thing is either going to, these are my words, keep you attached to the dream state, or the meaning can help you to let go of the dream state. I talk here a lot about living within the dream, living without the dream, waking up within the dream, waking up from the dream. But the meaning that you give it is the beginning of everything. The meaning you give someone dying, the meaning you give losing the job, the meaning you give being short, the meaning you give being born into the family that you're in, the meaning that you give whatever happens to be. Because every meaning that you give anything is a story. It's not true. It is not true. This character's personality has created a story about this nail polish, right? You're either attached to that story. Well, first of all, you stop creating stories, but whatever. You're either attached to that story, or you can actually see the nail polish for what it is. I know that sounds like ridiculous, but it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that, right? So from A Course in Miracles point of view, if you're new here, I'm a teacher and student of A Course in Miracles. These are the principles of A Course in Miracles. This is the second miracle. So you're giving meaning to every single thing in your life. And when you give that meaning, that creates more of a story. Now, there's nothing good or nothing bad. I'm a non-duality whatever. I'm just sharing non-duality principles here. Nothing is good. Nothing is bad. Everything is exactly as it is. And as you begin to see that if you can let go of the meaning of that thing, then you can start to begin to have freedom in your life. Take a deep breath. This is the best advice I can ever give you. Mm-hmm. So this year, in 2023, here's my advice to you. I have a very intensive 10-week immersion program where we go deep. We go deep, and people come out the other end very different. And I'm starting that next week with a new group of people. And I'm telling you, this is a little bit of the beginning of that. So what I want you to really think about in 2023 is, can you let go of the meaning that you're giving to everything? What is the thing without the meaning? What is that relationship without the meaning? Who are you without the meaning you're giving to you? It's very, very difficult on some level to do, but it's also, once you get used to it, the easiest thing. And what begins to arise within you when you stop giving meaning to every fucking thing is you are free. You're free. You become free, right? Okay. The more that you can just go, it is what it is. This is the beginning of waking up from the dream. It's the beginning. And I will tell you this, the more you wake up, the more the story and the meaning, well, the story of you begins to change. It changes. It's very much in line with being psychologically very healthy. Being psychologically healthy and being spiritually healthy is very similar, right? So there's no need to, I get what you're saying, Luna. Releasing attachment sets us free. For sure, at this stage, it does. There's no doubt about it. But you're already free. And you're already free, I would say, right? And you're already free. So when I work with this can be, letting go is the beginning of waking up within the dream. There's no doubt about it. That's why I have this on me. Trust. You just develop trust. It doesn't matter. Because ultimately what happens is when you or I stop giving meaning to everything, what happens? There's nothing to hang your hat on anymore. And when there's nothing to hang your hat on anymore, then there's no you to hang your hat. And when there's no you to hang your hat, then something changes.